Can I? Yes, we're a bit of an island to ourselves out here. Sworn to war. The hermit blacksmith is here in the keep.
We see few enough strangers in Ironfast. Welcome.
If you're traveling, you'll need supplies.
He's gruffer than Master Braskin, but he hasn't struck me yet.
Polished armor means you haven't used it yet.
The furnace fire, the hammer ringing. It's not bad to be back.
We stand by our custod. We see few enough strangers in Ironfast. Welcome.
Can I? Yes, we're a bit of an island to ourselves out here. All right now.
Polished armor means you haven't used it yet.
In need of sage crafting by any chance? It seems things have turned out well for the boy after all. Good on him. A great city, if ever there was one. A monument to science and industry. May the gem of life shine bright.
Dust, dents, and scars. That's the Ironfast way.
Speak your mind.
Polished armor means you haven't used it yet.
If you're traveling, you'll need supplies.
shield, brother.
Finest sage crafting in the wastes of the Tyr. May the gem of life shine bright.
We see few enough strangers in Ironfast. Welcome.
If you're traveling, you'll need supplies.
Greetings. Can I help you?
We see few enough strangers in Ironfast. Welcome.
Sworn to war?
Talk to Adrith if you've a completed contract.
We're fighters here, not toy soldiers. Seen the job board? Don't need to be war-sworn to take on those.
Nothing worse than sand inside your armor.
The halls of Ironfast Keep are at your command, True Shield.
Shield brother?
Caerwyn was daughter of Aegon, who was son of Aemon. Each of them greater than the last.
Rotting hell, the sun is fierce today.
Warsworn, all Ironfast is open to you.
I see all fates, but not yours. Most peculiar. I have come here, for it is here I was to come. How could I do otherwise? I see fate's ends too clearly to resist. Some are trained in weaving fate. It is a knack that revealed itself to me at an early age. My parents were delighted at first, then horrified, as I had foreseen. It is said my attunement to fate is especially keen. I can see the paths of everyone I cross, stretching before them, but not yours.
Well, what have we here?
Greetings.
A horde of Fae is blocking the road towards the Canyon Hill mine.
Always bring headwind, lest the sun burn you down.
I wish the Fae would get out of Canyon Hill so we can work. There's money to be made, and we're not making it.
Oh, I barely got away from all those Fae on that hill!
It's amazing that the Fae can flourish in such a warm environment. Be careful out in the sands. The problem with Apotheer is they didn't use no miners.
Name's Alex. Alex Anatole. Let me know if you've got any equipment that needs repairing. I'll get it back to you as good as new. It's a dangerous region for sure. There are beasts out there just waiting to tear a gnome apart. The mining operations here have run into a real wall when it comes to the local wildlife. Take heed and learn from their hardship. Make sure you're well equipped, and don't hesitate to ask for repairs. They're Motus Mining's only competition out here. They set up shop first, actually, but they're just about finished. When Motus moved in, they lured the errand workers with promise of higher wages. Errand excavations never recovered. I hear the foreman, Edgar Errand, is pretty bitter about it. He still hasn't left, though. Probably holding on to the hope he can get his business running again. Take care in the sands. They are unkind to the unwitting.
I'm warning you. There are terrible fae along the path to the mine. Horrible fae! It's a place of mystery and intrigue. No one knows what lurks at the top, though everyone's got a guess. Scholar of mineralogy, Motus mining, and unwitting adventurer. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, I'm sure. I've heard tales of terrifyingly scarred men appearing at the entrance of the caverns from time to time. I don't care why they're there, I just don't want them anywhere near me. Odessa could not have been built without the Motus mining interest. Horrible fae! I got 10 paces up the slope when they accosted me, just like the miners said. What's a scholar to do against hordes of vicious beasts? One of those boggarts, it shook its fist at me. Yes, and find out what's wrong, now that I've found it, and have no desire to investigate further. There were boggarts, lots of boggarts, and I think I saw a thresh. I was rather too busy running to note the particulars. Well, if you were willing to go first, I would have no objection to trailing behind at a safe distance. To the Canyon Hill site at the top of the ledge, where a cadre of fae awaits to rip us to shreds, no doubt. Lead the way. Up the slope we go. There they are. Dispatch them. I see something at the end of the trail.
Another, come to steal the light, come to trouble the reverie. I long to return to the reverie. While Calavar walks the sands, I must sleep. He and I are two, where there once were many. We lived then wild on dune and crag. Now he watches the waking day, and I tend to the dreaming murmurs of the stone. When I became aware the light was gone, the shell of the reverie cracked, and my dream self wandered free. Long, long ago, I wandered lost in the dark of night. I cried a pool into a rocky basin, and starlight gathered there. I fashioned this into a jewel, and by its light found my way home. Is it any wonder that I hold it so dear? They are my friends, drawn here as I drift between the dream world and the world of the waking. The light, source of solace, snuck in, sharp knives, soft feet, stole the jewel from my side. Took it northward, through the narrow rocks, to their village of wood and cloth.
It's beginning to make sense. This Fey maiden is real, but I believe we're speaking to a projection of her as she dreams. There is a Fey hollow under this mine, where I'll wager she sleeps. And these other Fey, they're drawn to the power of this projection. Restoring to her this light she speaks of might calm things down. Find me at the Motus mining office when you return it to her. I'll make sure you're duly compensated. No, I feel quite certain. The maiden we see here is a projection of her dream self, as she calls it. The real Fae's asleep, somewhere in the hollow below us, I'll wager. And these other wild Fae are drawn to the power she exudes while in this form. Most likely return what was stolen to the Fae maid within the hollow. That is how these things tend to go.
The light, I cannot see, The light, stolen from my side. To the north, among narrow rocks, soft feet, sharp knives have set aside a place of rest, and were waylaid by many vines attracted by the glow of the light. Oh, the light, the light!
Look, down there.
The light! Return to me! Did you do this? The blessings of the thorn and shadow be upon your head, little mortal. Now leave me to the reverie, and the deep shadow and the far wind sighs. I long to return to the reverie. While Calavar walks the sands, I must sleep. When I became aware the light was gone, the shell of the reverie cracked, and my dream self wandered free. This is home, the place of power. I can feel the mortal's presence above, chipping away at the land. Calavar will not be pleased. Now I have the light, the reverie will be untroubled. Now leave me be, little one. Leave me be. Ah.
Fey relic, was that it? She called it a light. I wonder what possessed those fools to steal it. No matter. Facts are, without you, I'd still be tugging my beard at the bottom of that slope. So please have this. The interest rewards those who smooth its way. All this caused by a stolen jewel. Remarkable. As I've always said, there's no understanding Fey. All the same, we ought to have known we were digging right above a Fey hollow. Didn't seem important at the time, I suppose. Goodbye. Thank you for all you've done.
The Hollowlands are a harsh place to earn a living, but we make do. Oh, it's you.
The same from Odessa every day. They want the minerals. Oh, where are my manners? Foreman Vire at your service. This here is Motus Mining's latest outfit, and my care and charge. I've seen some strange things. Flickers and flashes from the top of that mountain. No idea what causes it, and I don't want none. We've got our hands full down here as it is. He's a weak-eyed, knock-kneed, biscuit-biting excuse for a scholar. But he's the one I've got, so that's that. I've received reports of strange happenings in those caverns. One of the workers claimed he saw horrifically scarred men wandering near Saltwell Mouth. A forsaken, wretched wasteland with more beasts than grains of sand. Still, by the domes of Odessa, I'll not see this venture fail. Surely you've heard the name. Odessa's most powerful mineral mining interest. Dug the very stones Odessa was built on, and the gems that power her. If it weren't for the beast lurking at our doorstep every day, I'd find this place quaint. As it is, I can barely retain my sanity. Capstan Odvar runs an inn and serves as our chief of security. They were our biggest competition, and they discovered this site, actually. When we caught wind of it, we made sure to get up here with a bag of gold for each of his workers. So they promised to work for us instead, of course. Work like a charm. Poor Edgar had never found a way to recover from that. There's no one else to run his mine. He probably couldn't find the money to pay them even if he found new staff. If I sound proud of us, it's 'cause I am. It was a big victory for Motus. Good day.
The sun's something, isn't it? The sun's something, isn't it?
There's no work here for you, stranger. Check with Motus if you're looking for a job. You'll not find one with us. I've lived in the Hollowlands for a time. Seen lights and heard rumbles from the top that could have been the world's quietest storm, or very powerful magic. Mark my words, there's something happening up there. I've spent a lot of time here in the Hollowlands, living off the soil and the wildlife. I thought I'd finally made a living for myself when I discovered the mineral deposits here. Not sure what I'll do now that Motus has stolen my workers, but I'll think of something. Motus will get theirs someday. They call themselves a mining operation. They're more like a thieves' den. I was in the Hollowlands long before they ever set up shop. Once they got settled, they offered better wages to my workers. Every single one of them is working for Motus now. I couldn't compete with that kind of money. I had a small army of gnomes to help me with the mine. Spent a lot of money transporting them here and gave them a good living. And the miserable bastards had the gall to leave me for Motus.
Oh, it's you.
You look well armed. Aren't you here about the Kruddock? We have a vicious one on our hands. It's about the desert, killing any workers it can catch. How in blazes it developed a taste for gnome flesh, only that damn thing knows. Confound it. Between the Canyon Hill incident and that beast, our schedule's ground to a halt. They were the first mining operation here in the Hollowlands. Foreman by the name of Edgar Aaron. Rumour has it he spent every coin he had building his When Motus moved in, they waved bags of gold in the faces of Aaron's workers. The next day, they all jumped ship. It's tragic, but it's business. Once word got out that Edgar Aaron had found this mineral-rich site, Motus rushed to get an operation set up here. I'm all the muscle they bothered to send. I'm the lone guard Motus hired to protect this place. They've given me a Chief of Security title, but that means nothing when I've got no men to command. Now we've got a Kruddock that's more than a match for a small army. I know better than to go out there alone. No one knows what's at the top of Cloudcrest, but that don't stop folks speculating. I've heard the first Fae set foot in Amalur came from there. That'd explain why there are so many of them in Detir. I've heard bizarre tales about those caves. The workers swear they've seen ghastly men, ravaged by some plague or foul magic, pacing round the entrances. Know it as well as my own calloused hand. That's why they pay me good gold to sit here. You won't find much on the surface here, but trapped below is the salvation of Odessa's future. We've the raw materials under our feet to equip entire armies, and that's why you'll find Motus mining and, such as it is, Aaron excavations digging here. Canyon Hill is up the eastern ledge. That's the one that spooked the miners. The Dune Head operation's hardly begun thanks to a vicious Kruddock. I've heard the rumours. They might be saints or bastards, but they've coin to spare, and that's enough for me. We don't know where it got a taste for the gnome miners, but it's been terrorising the Dune Head mine. Motus is offering a considerable bounty for its demise. We don't have separate rooms, but we've got beds upstairs. It'll cost you, though. We're the closest thing to an inn for leagues around us. Are you enjoying your stay? Those beds aren't luxurious, but they're better than sleeping on the ground. You look like you can take care of yourself, but you should be
Before
careful.
I came here, I'd never seen such a fae-ridden place. Before I came here, I'd never seen this. I'm so glad to be out of the sun and back to books and charts. Foreman Vire, head harder than a rock and emptier than a mined-out stope. Goodbye. Thank you for all you've done.
It seems like every day Bloodbane takes another worker. The entire operation's currently shut down over this. If this site isn't up and running soon, we'll be bleeding money faster than Edgar Aaron's mine. You got the picture. Don't know how the damned old thing got a taste for him, but once it gets an idea, there's no stopping it. We've put a price on its hide, but who'd be crazy enough to earn it? Well, you sure? All right, it's your funeral. You should speak to Edgar Aaron of Aaron Excavations. He'll know how to find Bloodbane. Edgar's lived in the Hollowlands longer than any of us. Aaron Excavations? They're the other mining operation in the Hollowlands. Motus's only competition. Not particularly stiff competition, mind you. Especially since Motus wooed all of Aaron's miners with much higher wages. He's the foreman of the other mine here. He knows a thing or two about the Hollowlands. Been surveying this place long before Motus moved in. He ran Aaron Excavations until Motus hired his workers out from under him. It's tough, but that's business. I'm not sure what he's up to these days, but he hasn't left. Speak to Edgar Aaron of Aaron's Excavations. He's been in the Hollowlands longer than any of us. He'll know how to find Bloodbane. I'll warn you though, Edgar's bitter about Motus luring away his workers away with higher wages. He probably finds the situation ironic now that Bloodbane is attacking Junehead Mine. You look like you can take care of yourself, but you should be careful out there.
I'm not sure what's more dangerous. The Fae out in the desert.
There's no work here for you, stranger. Check with Motus if you're looking for a job. You'll not find one with us. Capstan sent you my way, did he? Yes, I'm familiar with old Bloodbane. This Croddock is extremely protective of a particular pack of brownies. The surest way to draw it out of hiding is to attack those brownies. They help Bloodbane hunt, you see. I'll mark their territory on your map for you. Good luck. No one's been able to best the creature yet, and it would be unfortunate if you didn't make it back.
Gentle plumes.
As life returned to the burnt expanse, the people crawled from their caves and saw a majestic silhouette against the open sky. They praised Zaina and worshipped her likeness. She replied with a call that still echoes on the wind.
Hello. I've been hoping you'd come by. Miners report no sight or sound of Bloodbane since you ventured out into the desert. That means they can start work on the Dunehead site, and that you've earned your pay. Thank you for ridding us of that menace. If you hadn't happened along, who knows where we'd be? Whatever that thing calls a stomach, I suppose. You're welcome here any time, friend. Though there's not much to do but swing a pick at rocks. Aaron Excavations. They're the other mining outfit in the Hollowlands, our only competition. Though I wouldn't say that they're particularly stiff competition. You look like you can take care of yourself, but you should be careful out there.
Be careful out in the sands. Oh, it's good to be back. Good riddance to those. Be careful out in the sands. I heard Inser and some hired hand chase those Fae away from the mine. Oh, it's good to be back. Good riddance to those Fae. Winds in the Hollowlands can be fierce.